from the club trying to go. I know you see it. I know you see it. Hi, welcome back. It's your girl Briera, and I'm so happy to be here with you today. I would like to first and foremost thank our heavenly parents, mother, father, source of creation, for giving me this opportunity to be here with you today. I'm gonna be doing vibe check, zodiac sign readings. Okay, I did not pick which zodiac sign we're gonna do first yet. So let's just see. We already did this week. We did our on Sunday. On Sunday, we had did Aries and Scorpio, and I didn't pull again. So we got them in a flower pot, and we're gonna just see. We're gonna pick who's next. So let's vibe. Hello, welcome. We're just doing vibe check, guys. Full disclosure, I do not read the comments when I am doing readings, but I see you guys and I love you and I appreciate you for being here. So let's just jump right into the vibe, okay? We're gonna pick who's first, or who we gonna do right now. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit team. Let's see who's coming. Cause I know you see it. I know you see it. I'm talking any, many, money, mo. How many bitches from the club trying to go? Happy Tuesday. We're gonna go with this one. Happy Tuesday. Aquarius! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! It's Aquarius! Oh my gosh! Can you believe it's Aquarius vibe check? Let's just jump right into the vibe check for Aquas. I am an Aqua myself, so I'm excited. Let's see what Aqua comes out for Aquas. Oh my goodness, I wasn't expecting Aqua to be next. Let's see what comes out for Aquarius. Let's see. Aquarius, Uranus, air sign. The 11th placement sign of the zodiacs. Let's see what comes out for Aqua. No, this is serious. This is serious business. Aquas. Aqua. Let me make sure you can see. It says Aquarius. This is private property, not state property. This is for Aquas. Ooh. Aquas. Hello, Aquarius. Let's see what the vibe is for Aquarius. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Thank you, Spirit team. This is for Aquarius. Okay, Aquarius. Ooh. No, it's not funny. Okay. We have false person falling out. Just the first card. False person, okay? And honestly, what I get from false person is, it's a lot that's probably going on within your energy, Aqua. And I feel like it's best for you not to be someone that isn't upfront and honest about who you are and what you are and what you want and what you are trying to accomplish, especially if you're in some type of marriage or even just a relationship. I feel like it's very, very, very important for you to be honest about what it is that's going on with seeing the first person here, okay? Yep. We have concern, and it just flew on the floor, okay? We have concern. I feel like, it's like someone is like really concerned that you are going to like find out something, or they are going to find out something about you, or you are concerned that someone will find out something about you. Yeah, when it comes to some type of change, I feel like that's really important for you to see and understand, because at the end of the day, when we cause more problems, when we aren't focused on peace and light, and we're only focused on the hidden things, or trying to manipulate energies that actually have nothing to do with you, then it will bring this energy of concern. And I feel like I said before, something is not coming like the thief, or a thief in the night at all. Like it's not a thief in the night at all. And I feel like something is very much shown and known, and it's in broad daylight of the lack of self-worth that is coming out of someone with their actions and behaviors. Okay, what's this concern here? Oh, we have high honor, and it did go into reverse, and we have marriage falling on the floor. Okay, and I feel like that's what it is. It's like somebody is not being honest about who they are and what they truly are. And I feel like maybe it's you, and that's what you, where you got to come into the forefront, and make sure that you are focused on your house and your stability. But at the same time, I don't even feel like it's you, Aqua. I feel like it's somebody that is surrounding you, that makes themselves appear to be more valuable than they really are, or to make it appear like they have more rank than you do, or something like that. So I feel like you have to be very careful. And I will say, when it comes to your marriage, to really question things and not be afraid of questioning things. Because if you are married to someone that makes themselves appear to be something, and beneath the surface that's not really them, it's going to cause problems down the line, okay, or down the road. So I feel like you have to be very, very careful with quickly marrying, or being so eager to marry. I feel like that's like some type of false energy in itself, like not taking time to truly ground yourself and really see things for what they truly are. Okay, yeah, with man, female. Mm-hmm. 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 And I feel like, oh snaps, yeah, and these two was just like flipped like this, but it's toil and labor and lovers. Like, yeah, like, and it's like, there's nothing wrong with working hard to try to get someone. If you feel like somebody matches you, if you feel like somebody matches you, it's nothing wrong with trying to work hard to up your rank, or bring a more suitable version of yourself to the forefront. But it is something too, like working really hard just for someone to even not be who you thought that they were. So it's really, this trickery energy that goes on when it comes to who you are as an individual, and you actually seeing what it is and what it's not. I feel like you have to be very sure about who you are, so that you can see people for who they are, and not be afraid to walk away and put things to rest that isn't officially, what is truly tailored for you to benefit from in this time. And it doesn't even have to be like an actual marriage, just even a commitment of some sort. Like, like a commitment could really just be something that you have to look at and really walk away from, if this person is on some other type of energy, because it's you are a reflection of them, and they are a reflection of you. And if they aren't even in their strength, and actually they're not gaining anything by the things that they are indulging in, then that brings you and them down as a whole. And that's something that needs to be actually spoken on and taken into consideration with moving forward, and how we are moving. Because at the end of the day, you are me and I am you. So if you are indulging in things that actually is false, that actually doesn't bring anything to the forefront that is beneficial for the next phase, then you will bring a marriage down as a whole, or a commitment, a community. I won't say a community, because like I said, you know, we work hard for the things that we want, so we present ourselves as we want to be seen, whether it's true or not. So I won't say it's going to bring down a whole community, but a commitment or a relationship, marriage of some sort is true. And I feel like, you know, maybe, yeah, well, let me get one more. Why the main female? Because I already told y'all, I see karmic energy when I see the main female and the main male. But let's just see. One more. If we can fit it on here. Oh, and see, told you. Courthouse came out. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, it's something false about that. You know, that whole relationship, that whole way of doing things or seeing things. And I feel like it's because we're still trying to, you know, get our leg back, or get, it's like it's too much drama with it. That's what it is. And it's like a lot of underhanded energy, a lot of doing things for the bag. And you know, it's not bringing, or no. Now that's what I feel like. Maybe that's what is false about a person or a marriage. You know, what is false about a woman, or you know, someone that is really heavily in their feminine energy. That's what's false about it, is that they actually don't have what they have been saying that they had for this great fortune for, I feel like, a long time, probably like 26 years type of energy that they have been making it appear, or making it seem like they are high honor, like they are in this position because of their lineage, or because of the hard work, when really they only are a false masked person. And I feel like that is the energy that is truly in concern, because whoever they are married to is actually able to see beyond what the hell is going on, and they see that someone is just like the sister of who they are actually supposed to be with. Like someone is not who they appear to be. So let's see what this false person is. Aqua, some drama, Aqua. I don't know, Aqua. Aqua, you gotta be careful. Make sure you check it in with yourself and not be afraid. Like, especially, you know, the dream state is significant, okay? The dream state is significant. So if you've seen some things, especially about your significant other, you need to be honest with yourself, and don't allow for yourself to like be like, well, since I don't have proof, right? I'm not going to even bring it up. I'm not even going to initiate the conversation. I'm not even going to do anything, because, you know, when we dream, we just dream. But then it causes more problems, because it eats at you when you know the truths about what you are feeling, and then you compare it to what you have dreamed about, and then you start to see shit and it doesn't align with who you are and what you are truly trying to do right now. So I feel like you need to have the confidence to speak up and speak out about what it is that isn't really in alignment with who you are. Cause I know you see it. I know you see it. I'm talking any, many, money, mo. Ooh, child. Somebody did go get married though. So, or somebody like, so I feel like that's a false whole marriage. Like, if somebody has been saying that they went to the courthouse to get married recently, or like within the last 7 weeks, 7 days, I don't feel like that is true at all. This is just what I'm picking up. Okay, I don't know, but it might be, or that's what just happened, and I feel like that's false because it's trying to secure some type of riches, some type of gain, but it only brings your rank down. It only brings down the work that you really are able to deliver by trying to engage or indulge in something that you know to be false, right? I feel like that overly anxious wanting to marry was like somebody's like indication, like, yeah, like I got this on lock when it comes to this person, because at the end of the day, if you gonna do all this and you gonna crawl and you gonna do backflips and be doing all sorts of stuff and crying all day and night so that we can be married. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. It's gonna cost you, because I don't feel like they really wanted to be married at all. I feel like they wasn't they I mean, they want to be married, but they on some mature stuff. Like, we can be grown, we can live, we can get to know each other. But I feel like somebody was like, within this marriage, they was just so eager. They were just that it needed to be so that we can get to the next phase, like the next level of intimacy. And just take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Hmm. Hmm. Aries is significant to a situation too. I don't know. Aries, okay. With the Queen of Swords coming out for a false person. Aqua, maybe you are being the false person. I don't know, Aqua. Maybe it's really you. But I feel like it's like you have to be cutthroat with something, especially these people. I feel like somebody is a very mischievous person. Like, they be on some gutter type of energy. Like, ooh. And they're very absent as well. Like, I feel like they aren't someone that is like directly involved in situations, but they do have very intense chatter about situations. But I feel like it's false to think that someone won't separate from an energy as well. Why the Queen of Swords with this false person? With the Six of Wands. Yeah, it's all about the publicity. It's all about publicity and being in the spotlight. And I feel like that's like that's what that pretending or portraying, like we are triumphing through different energies. We are fighting enemies when we are really only fighting ourselves, when we are really only like holding ourselves back by like trying to hold on to a gate that's like trying to close. Those automatic gates that open and close, is like somebody trying to push the gate to stay open, that's legit still moving to close. So it's concerning, very, very concerning. What's this concern here? I feel like this whole moment of being put in the spotlight is just wish fulfillment for someone else. And I feel like by you not being really in your energy, you can't even see that it's just playing into someone else's hands or into someone else's manifestation, basically, because you're supposed to be high honor. You're supposed to be the water barrier. You're supposed to be the one to bring hope and ease to your life and others. So when you are just doing things or eagerly trying to bring about certain solutions or certain recognitions, then you just bring down your energy and your ranking all at the same time. What's this concern? Yeah, with the Queen of Cups. With the Queen of Cups. I feel like That's what it is. I feel like there's been a lot of concern, and it did come out in reverse, but it's been a lot of concern about the dishonesty, trusting the wrong people, not even seeing that you're probably like attached to some type of vice situation. And it's a very dishonorable approach. It really is. I feel like, you know, you got to distinguish between what is honorable and what isn't. What really brings you happiness and pleasure? What helps you to go within and obtain the wisdom that's already within you to bring about success for yourself? You know, I know it's loving, and it's looked at as fair when you are able to get a mate that loves you and appreciates you and able to support you and whatever. But you getting it on your own, and you taking those steps and you making those strides all by yourself, that keeps you in this high honor energy. That keeps you with the business endeavors overflowing. That keeps you being recognized for who you truly are. So when you start to engage in things that you now have to rely on someone else, or if we do this way, then it'll bring in more success. I feel like you need to distinguish between being, a helper and being needy, right? Because I feel like it's a big concern, or that was a concern for someone, and that's why they wasn't eager to marry. That's why they wasn't really truly eager to be in this relationship, because they can see that the neediness was more, potent than just getting it on your own and being focused. And it doesn't have to be needy and on in the financial side of things, but love, attention, it's very, very like clingy type of energy. Yeah. I don't feel like, yeah. Oof, yeah. What's this Queen of Swords here? I mean, not Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups, excuse me. What's this Queen of Cups? Yeah, with the Seven of Wands. I feel like, oh, ooh, Aqua. I feel like it's a big concern for someone else, okay? Like, now that I'm seeing this, like, I feel like whoever, like, take it how it fits, I'm not trying to make it seem like it's something that it's not, but I'm telling you, if you are someone that's in high honor, or you are like the person, like who you have married have actually brought you down, because they didn't understand like your true divine protection. Like, they don't, and they still don't understand it. Like, they're concerned because they know that something is off. They know that, things should be a different type of way. When I'm a false person, I'm able to do things, and I'm able to move and be like a thief in the night at all times. And when it comes to you, Aqua, it's like it's like a no, what is this? And I feel like you've been really questioning things in the right manner. So it just shows the success for who you are as an individual. So I feel like don't be embarrassed about anything, and don't be in any vengeful energy. Let the vengeful energies go. I mean, they really don't be helping, but I feel like take advantage of you taking time to yourself and really grounding yourself and really seeing that I'm going to always be here for me. I'm going to always put me and what I need ahead of trying to overly obsess about what someone else may need, or what it will come in, or what will come in if I marry, or get in a relationship or a commitment with someone else. I feel like you don't know who your hidden enemies are, and it may actually be someone that's sitting right next to you, because that's the advantage position for someone, especially when they understand your intellect for what it is. What's this high honor in reverse? High honor in reverse. Yeah, with the Knight of Swords and the Three of Cups. Yeah, they came in really fast. I feel like a either a business offer, like a like I'm gonna save the day. I'm a gift you with this. I'm gonna gift you with that. We're going to celebrate, when in all reality, the celebration may only be, an end, a transformation, a healing period. I feel like you have been really brave though, Aqua. You really have, especially when it comes to scattering your enemies, especially when it comes to really focusing on your courses, addressed in this emptiness that you get when people are around, that should make you feel full, should make you feel like you are loved, should make you feel more alive than what they have been. I feel like don't resist this next phase of your life though. I feel like it's going to be more beneficial for you to see someone in their true form, whether it's what you want or not. I feel like somebody has made themselves appear like it's all about perfection. I can't indulge in something that isn't perfect, because I give that, I do that, but then turn around and you're indulging in all sorts of foolishness. So perfection is very far from your energy. Perfection is very far from what it is that you actually deliver. So to expect that from someone else is a bit, dishonorable to yourself. What's this Knight of Swords with the Three of Cups? Yeah, with the Magician, High Priestess, Justice, and the Ten of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a Libra involved in a situation. A Libra and a Pisces, okay? A Libra and a Pisces. Somebody is a real, like, cheater. Like, they cheat at things in a different type of manner. It's not even like I'm cheating off of someone else or I'm manipulating somebody else, but it's like they cheat when it comes to how they approach things. It's like they are invested in people not using their intuition, people not really seeing that, it is nice to have a family, it's nice to have that generational wealth, it's nice, but at the same time, slow and steady will win your race. You don't have to be eager, and when you find out something about someone, you be brave and you be honest and say enough is enough. And if anything happens to you because of that, well, then you know exactly who you were dealing with. And I tell you, that energy, it does not prosper at all, as we can see through the actions of the collective. So I feel like, yeah, there was a deep sadness about family matters and, wanting to extract certain, sadnesses and all sorts of stuff. But I feel like you've gained so much justice by just being brave, not even trying to force people to be true. I feel like that's kind of really why something is not going to go in this false purpose or this false person's favor. It's just not, because at the end of the day, when you are true and you are just doing things out of love and care and you're just trying to be better, and I don't, especially if you someone that has been single for however long, more than 2 years, and well, the next time I get with someone, I want to make sure that it's marriage. It's, you know, it's a real commitment. It's a real it's something that I can truly be able to call mine. So when you have that and that's your focus and someone knows that and that's not really what they're about and that's not really what they're trying to give, then it only is going to work out in your favor by you being honest and you not being a manipulator or a deceiver of any sort, but being honest. And I feel like a little too needy though. Like I feel like that's what threw somebody off, or that's what really brought somebody in with the quickness, because they saw how needy you were or are. Either way. What's this marriage here? Yeah, with lovers. It's the honest truth. It's the honest truth. And or it's like they bank on you waiting for, you know, sex and while doing all sorts of stuff. I don't know. So yeah, I feel like this is a end to a very long trial though. I feel like, you know, law and attraction, okay? Law and attraction. I feel like it's time to overcome the foolish behaviors, things that was designed for you to fail at love and, you know, self-worth and self-appreciation. Why the lovers? Yeah, with the Knight of Cups, I feel like that's a lesson, probably. That's just a lesson, or that is going to be the lesson for you, Aquarius, is that, you know, we cannot have these quick, you know, love bombing energies and think that is your everlasting. Sometimes things is just a message. Sometimes things is presented to you for you to see your advantage over a certain frequency, okay? I feel like you have to give a proposition on some type of invitation, okay? Because I feel like it's not as upfront and honest as it may have appeared to be in the past, okay? I feel like there's too much trickery when it comes to that. Somebody is a professional fraud. What's this man, female? With the Two of Cups, the King of Swords, the Two of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Yeah, I feel like somebody already, yeah, and that's why they're like kind of left out in the cold a little bit, because I feel like somebody already knew that there was truly no possibility for a marriage when it came to a certain individual, but they had hope and they wanted to just kind of be wrong, you know. They wanted to doubt that, but I feel like as they matured and as they worked hard to stand on integrity and, you know, have brilliant new approaches to life, and, you know, having shared visions and values with God and, you know, the collective consciousness as a whole, they see that this relationship, it was never even supposed to be about. So it's not something that is being held on to with the hope that things will change. It's just not. It's you know, whatever it is, what is. But I feel like you have gained great, you know, help through that environment or that relationship, and it probably was a past attachment that needed to be worked out of you, and it gives you new reason to acknowledge, you know, that growth within you. something from your childhood is coming to fruition really fast though, and I don't feel like it's going to be with the people or the person that you thought it was going to be with. I feel like it's going to be something or someone completely different because of too much falseness, of too much manipulating. Oh, we make it seem like we're cool, but we're really not. We make it seem like we love, but we really don't. We make it seem like we want some type of change for the betterment, but we really just want to stay in our stances. We want to stay being committed and dedicated to what we have been in the past. That really only amounts to us being right here like that. So I feel like the letter J is significant to a situation. I feel like something is very off guard in someone's energy. Someone also have really, really been trying to communicate, hoping that you can figure it out, like the communication for what it really is. Hmm. You are someone's butterfly, though. It's not in playhouse. Somebody invited someone into their home to like basically play house with them, and that just brought everything down. Like it really did. Their rank, the way that they are looked at, it's just like everything was just like lowered. And maybe it's just for a little bit, but I don't even think that. I feel like it's really just like somebody's just like, damn, like they couldn't make a decision to walk away from what didn't work in the past. So they just thought that re-engineering it, you know, will bring something about that really just it just shows that you needed help. You really, or you still need help when it comes to focusing on that integrity-based actions. Integrity-based actions. So, courthouse. What's this courthouse? Yeah, with the Knight of Pentacles, I feel like, oh, yeah, something may have not been went in favor for someone, and it has brought them some type of discouragement. Okay, I feel like when it comes to your bills, pay your bills. You know, do what you need to do. Don't overly invest in things that is careless behaviors. But I feel like, you know, I feel like Aqua, you have a headstrong approach to something, and your own aspects corresponds with anything that is actually truly meant for you. So I feel like don't overwhelm yourself, but just make sure you are doing what you are supposed to be doing. I feel like when it comes to these separations and things like that, it needs to be handled with care. It needs to really be slow and steady will win your race. It really needs to be shown that you take care of your responsibilities. There's no stagnant energy that is surrounding you or that you are in. Why the Knight of Pentacles? Yeah, with judgment. I feel like somebody made the correct judgment call when it came to a marriage of something being just like someone's wish fulfillment, like someone else's, you know. They made a judgment call like let that go. And I feel like the outcome is probably you just being in your strength, but at the same time it might have even brought you some type of less ranking by you choosing to not be in the spotlight, by you choosing not to kill, steal, and destroy, by you choosing not to manipulate a whole family or a whole community just for some type of financial freedom. I feel like somebody also is trying to paint like, yeah, I was just gonna say somebody is also trying to like paint some type of false picture of you as being like weak, or like you are not a hard worker, like the bar hasn't been raised, when you are who you are. Like you there's nothing less than what you present, right? There's nothing to it but even more. It's like it it's not worse when you get close up on someone. It's not worse. It's not like, from a distance this is beautiful, but when you get close up on it, it's not that. Like, I feel like that's not you at all. And I feel like that's something that you have to truly continue to see about yourself, especially when you hear things about yourself and when you see things that is going on in the communities, or even if you're going through some type of trial or some type of divorce or some type of separation. The things that people really have to say about you, you just remember who you are, though. You remember why you have gotten here and the things that you wouldn't do, and it's the reason why we are here right now. So, aqua, aqua. Yeah. Well, I feel like you have to be honest. You have to see people and situations for who they truly are. I feel like once you completely let someone go, things will change for the better for you, especially with the pace of how something has been moving. So it's up to you, and you make the final call, but be true and be honest to yourself, and see people for who they truly are instead of who you want them to be. You, like I said, even if it's not what or who you know really wanted to see, at least is their true self. At least is that beauty that makes them who they are. You always look beneath surfaces before you look at the face of things moving forward. And that's going to be what always saves you in the end, by you looking beneath the surface instead of what's the face value of anything. All right. Aqua, that's all I have for you. I'm gonna let you go. Okay. Thank you to everyone that came out. Okay. It was a vibe check, Aqua. Aqua. I thought it would be a little more litty, especially because, I'm like an aqua, so, but, that was even something that I was like, trying to figure out, especially when dating and, moving on. You don't want to hold on to things that actually brings more anxiety and fear-based approaches. So making sure that you are being honest and you are seeing things and people for who they truly are before engaging in them is going to be very, very beneficial for you moving forward. Okay. um Stay true to yourself, though, is the vibe that I'm getting. Stay true to yourself and make sure that you are bringing honor to your life. And I feel like that marriage, right, why that high honor came out in reverse, it's like that divorce is inevitable to happen. It really is. And I don't know if you have accepted it or the other person, but if you're in a marriage, it needs to end. So, but you take what resonates. Okay. I'm not telling you to go out and get a divorce, but only you know what's real and what isn't. So I love you, okay? And you have a beautiful rest of your night, Aqua. I'm going to come back with another one in just a little bit. I'm going to check on my children, but till next time.